What's up, guys? It is Rocco here, with another episode of Bill Cosby Gaming. Today, I'm going to be showing y'all. This is going to be a little part of a little series where I just show off some of my Fortnite creations. This is like my second newest build I made. I'm really proud. I worked really hard on it. This is the USS Gurt. So we're going to be heading to the ship now. And this is it. Welcome to the USS Gurt. USS Gurt is a amphibious assault ship. It is mainly inspired by Battlefield 4's Valkyrie. And let's just start off with the quick external tour. So here we have obviously all the helicopters. Now USS Gurt does not hold any fighter craft. It is mainly a helicopter based carrier. It has 3 deck guns for shoreline support and anti-aircraft guns all around to protect from enemy fighters. Here we have the little side decks here all around the ship. And let's start from the very top, and we're going to work down from the bottom here. So we're going to start off here with the bridge. This back part of the bridge here is basically the control deck. Basically what the purpose of this area is, it just, commands air traffic control and basically just gets all the vehicles, well, mainly all the helicopters and VTOLs parked up nicely, smooth launch and landing type crap, stuff like that. Here we have the central bridge that this controls. This commands, the entire ship, steers, all that good stuff. Also is in charge of the front part of the flight deck here, pretty much. Yeah. Here we have is a safe room, as this was inspired by Battlefield 4. Inspired by when the Valkyrie meets up with the USS Titan, but the Titan's all messed up because China was being a little sneaky goobers. And yeah. This room here is the strategic command operations room. The boys in here are in charge of making battle plans, directing Marines and its aircraft. And yeah, this room here is just a little cargo bay. Has some forklifts to pick up cargo delivered from cargo planes and stuff like that. Now, one of the main flaws is that you do have to exit the bridge to access the rest of the ship. That hallway just leads to an external thing. Here we have the front helicopter service deck. This is for all the helicopters that sit at the front of the ship. You can see the elevator there. This area here, these are just bathrooms. This area here is the Durburger mess hall. Yeah, where you get your food and stuff. It's just more back for cooking space. This is the storage and where they kind of just throw some garbage out and shit like that. About it here for this section. This part, my favorite part of this ship I'd like to show y'all. This is what mainly the amphibious assault ship is. Carries a lot of tanks and stuff, so this is like the main vehicle bay. This area here is where they keep all all the Humvees and your quad bikes. Here, this is where they keep all like the tanks and heavy troop transports. This here, it's where they keep all the boats. And basically, this ramp here is an elevator ramp. So when they're usually servicing vehicles, you know, throughout the service time, they'll usually bring the marine operators will usually bring this down, and you know, just have everything open. And these lines here represent kind of loading bays to allow the Humvees and quad bikes to get up. And yeah, that's about it for this section. We go to the back here. This is another helicopter service bay meant for the helicopters that sit at the back of the ship. Now I do have a dedicated service bay. This is meant for just the smaller vehicles, but that's where we go to the engineering bay. The engineering bay, it services much of the bigger vehicles, but it does service the smaller vehicles. This is where, you know, the vehicles need to do more important repairs, so there's some better equipment. So we're gonna head back up here. Going down here. This is just a recreational room where, you know, the crews or like soldiers and crew members and stuff can just hang out. And yeah. Next up here we got the armory. Has a bunch of weapons, stuff like that. And other equipment. Here we got the firing range. Practice with your guns and shit. Right. This here is the general's office. You know, his captain's quarters, stuff like that. Over here is the medical bay. You know, has all the patients, you know, the surgical room stuff, all the slurp juices and changing room. This here is just a window that just shows the medical bay. I think that leads to the outside of the ship. Yeah, okay. This door here just leads back to the main vehicle bay. This door leads to the Spec Ops boat room. So this room is meant for like the more, I think, like recon marines and like special forces, stuff like that. So they have their own dedicated boats and parts and service members to keep these boats running. Here we've got an elevator to bring in the boats from here, and then we have a retriever to retrieve the boats. Okay. Now we will head back to the recreational room. This here is crew quarters, or yeah. Here we have all the gyms, all the beds for the Marines and Navy crewmen. And some just kind of leftover cargo. Same thing with this room. These are just showers and bathrooms. Now this is the engine room. I believe I put about, let's see here. Okay, so 16 engines in total, 8 on each side. Makes a lot of power, stuff like that. And then, this here is all the fuel meant for all the vehicles. I think this is also what fuels the ship. Yeah, the fuel for the vehicles and ship. And yeah, that's just. Oh wait, yeah, and that is about it. Anything else I need to show? Oh, that's just a bunch of. I should have done something with all this like empty space at the front. Anyway, this is all the, you know, all the rails and stuff that lead out of the ship, all the AA guns. Oh yeah, the elevators here. What's that doing there? And that is going to be it for the USS Gurt Navy ship tour. Hope y'all like and enjoyed the video. The next video, I will be showing you an older, proper aircraft carrier, the USS Quandale Dingle. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out, like and subscribe, and blah 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 blue.